He's off again. So is that how they're getting so much time on us? They're just cutting the circuit everywhere. Track limits don't matter to this guy. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another episode of Gran Turismo 4. Great to be back in this game once again, and I'm really looking forward to doing some more racing today. Last time we broke the 100 grand mark. We have over 105,000 credits thanks to this Nissan Skyline GTR, the R32. It is an absolute whopper of a machine, but we're not going to be using it at all for this episode. It's been quite the feature car for the last few episodes, and as you can see, it is, I believe... Hang on, is it this that you do it with? Not our most powerful car, but our third most powerful car. 520 horsepower in the Chevrolet Silverado, and then of course we have our Fairlady Z Concept LM, which I cannot believe we still have. It's amazing. I say I can't believe we still have it as if I'm going to sell the thing. Last time we also won the drift car as well, the RX-7, and I was thankfully told in the comments as well, thank you, I think it was Lumixion that mentioned it, that in this game you have to go back and do the entire championship again. You can't just win the last one, and the last race I should say, and get the car each time for doing that. You do the whole championship, then you get the car again at the end. So we may do a little bit of that as the playthrough goes on and grind that in some streams. I do plan on doing some grind streams for the license tests for International B and A at some point. I'm going to be going away to Spain in the coming week just to go and commentate. I say just to. I'm commentating on motorsport games for the esports side of things. I'm so excited for that. I'll have done that by the time that you see this video though. When I get back from that and we get into winter a little bit more, I'm going to hopefully do some more grind streams in that regard. Anyway, today we are going, stupidly, back into the garage. We're going to go back in Mustard. Back in the Legacy B4 RSK. This thing has a lot of power, 370 horsepower, because we're going to take on the Boxer Spirit Championship today. It's another event that I've got lined up and ideas for, and I want to see how the B4 RSK Legacy gets on, because of course it is the B4 Boxer engine. You can find it in professional events, and here it is, the Boxer Spirit event. Now it doesn't list the car actually up on there, but it is one that you can use. It basically just says cars permitted. I thought it was only those 6, but we're up against things like Porsches as well, RUF RGTs and the 3400S, which is basically like a Cayman at the time anyway. No, it's the Boxster, wasn't it? Not even the Cayman. I think our car should be alright. It depends on how modified these are. Normal or sports tyres only, and we've got the right license for it. So yeah, let's crack on. Hong Kong is going to be the first race, and it's 4 laps here, then we go to Infineon and then Deep Forest. So hopefully we can do this entire championship in one episode. Don't forget, as ever, I'm using the Thrustmaster T-GT II for this today here on PCSX2. The latest version of it works with force feedback as well, which has really helped my game, and I think I'm going to enjoy this greatly until the very end of the playthrough. Lots of Subarus. We have 4 other Imprezas and an RUF BTR with us. So this could get mighty spicy. I like Hong Kong though, I'm glad to be back here. 97 A-spec points, so we're in the middle ground, which to me says that we're sort of even to the other competitors. Around the final couple of corners we go. Hang on, isn't that the start of the lap? What? Oh, we're doing the reverse layout. Okay, so we're going the opposite way to when we had, I think it was episode 6. We had a brilliant race a while ago. And it's so cool to have the force feedback on again. Right, let's get some lock on, shall we, and get cracking chasing the rest of these lot. Good to be back in Mustard, the Legacy. Don't forget we got this second hand at the start of the playthrough. This was the first car that we got. Understeer, but that's fine. Seems like the other cars ahead are going to be quite potent. This isn't really a power circuit from what I remember. This is a very twisty, oh god, very twisty circuit. Seems like the other cars are quite pokey at the early stage though. Oh Jesus, that was some heavy feedback there. That curb absolutely annihilated me. Oh, hard onto the brakes there. We caught up a lot there though. Now these races are obviously getting a bit longer and the cars are getting faster and faster. The prize pools are going up as well. 7.5 grand a win here. And then of course we should win a car at the end of this. There is no sort of championship to this one. This is just a set of single races. I think I need to start clarifying which is which as well with my terminology as we go through the game. Okay, we've made our first overtake of the race. About to make another one, but I was going to say not without contact, but I think we actually avoided contact with that blue Subaru. He's there somewhere. I can hear him. I'm not going to go all the way over to the left. I'm really concentrating, you know. I like it when it's like this, though, because I have to really try to beat the opponents. I don't want a car that's faster than everybody else all of the time. I want to give you lot something entertaining to watch and a good fight with the AI. Seems like there's one of the Imprezas at the front is considerably faster than all the others. And then the RUF BTR at the very front of the field. I've done that again on that curb. But you know what though? I've realised how much more I can wrangle this thing. I've just been playing Gran Turismo 7 for a few hours, doing some of the daily races in GT3 cars over on Gran Turismo 7, and obviously there, oh my god, they want to try and kill you in that game. Some of these cars in this want to kill you as well, it seems. Not sure if it's just at my end, but the frame rate doesn't seem to be perfect around here. I know there's a lot of buildings and objects for it to load in though. I think the BTR is actually the car in second place at the moment. Ooh, a little bit wide through there. I'm just dancing on the throttle and the brakes here, just really wrangling the car. Proper stabbing at the inputs. 2 laps in the books then. 2 laps to go. We're at the halfway point and we are catching the leaders, which is the main thing. It's fantastic to be back in Mustard though. I love this car. I just didn't want to overuse it, you know. It's like in Pokemon games when your first Pokemon becomes your strongest by a long shot. It just sort of ruins it, and it means that you don't have a diverse team to be able to use. And obviously I'm thinking about the cars in that way in this game. I don't want it to just be one car that we use for everything. I don't want you lot to get bored of what car I'm using for everything as well. Oh, that was a nasty hit. Sorry. That was really tidy around there. The upshift on the exit wasn't perfect, but first gear is very short for that. There's another Impreza at the front. I do fancy getting an Impreza later on in the game and really turning it into a bit of a whopper. I'm pretty sure the 22B is in the game, so hopefully it'll be one of them. But if not, I quite like the idea of one of the sort of mid-spec Imprezas and make it into an absolute animal. Okay, so we've got 1 lap to go here and we're right with the leaders. We're into the side of the Porsche. Oh, I think I've just been hit again there. He's giving it me back. 1 lap to go and it's us versus the Impreza. It's gone a little bit deep there. That's a nice one, isn't it? I can't tell you, even now, over 20 episodes in, how rewarding this is to do this on a wheel and pedals. The most fun playthrough I've had in ages, you know. I know that in some of the races we are absolutely blitzing it and we're getting away from all the other cars, and sometimes it's just me driving on my own at the front of the pack. But I am thoroughly enjoying this. I can't believe how well it works. I still cannot believe how well it works for a game that's this old, on a wheel that's this new, on a modern day PC. It's just so cool. And I'm sorry that I go on and on and on about it, but trust me, if you do this for yourself, you'll realise just why it's so good. And again, this is a game I've never played before now. Everybody tells me that Gran Turismo 4 is the best one, and I never played it. It's great to finally get this playthrough underway and be on this thing and figure out the game for myself as I go through and win races like that. That was a really rewarding win to start the episode, that was. Get in. I'd say 100 A-Spec points right in the midpoint is where we want to be. And here is our first prize money of the episode then, 7.5 grand, another very tasty prize, and we'll go straight on to the second race, shall we, which is a circuit I cannot stand. It's in Finion Raceway, the sports car course, and again we're against a similar lineup of cars. We have different Imprezas from 1994, 97, 98, and also the 1987 CTR Yellowbird from RUF. Looking forward to see how Mustard gets on against its fellow yellow car in the race. 118 A-Spec points this time round, so a few more. Means the field is a little bit tougher. I'm not sure whether that comes down to pure power or not. Again, something that we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Let's get this race underway, shall we? And just, again, try and get into a bit of a rhythm with this car. Oh, that's understeer. Come on, Mustard, behave yourself. I think the main disadvantage of the Legacy over the Imprezas is the size of this thing. It's a big old car. I was watching the replay back for some thumbnails and screenshots of that previous Hong Kong race, and, oh, excuse me. And you see the size difference between the Impreza and the Legacy. It's pretty nuts. Now, obviously, on the sports car course, we go right here and then onto this sort of infield section. The NASCAR course goes all the way around the outside. Is that a 22B? Is that a 22B? Is it in the game? Well, I'm pretty sure it's in the game. I said this earlier. That's a 22B. I'm telling you now. I didn't see on the entry list whether it actually was one or not, but I'm pretty confident that's a 22B. So if it is here, then obviously put it on the list, Chaz. I like a 5-door Impreza. I'd quite like one, but it's not list-worthy. Come on. Yes, I know. You're very understeery. I'm very... Oh, he's off. He's off. Cones everywhere. I know they're good rally cars, mate, but not in this circumstance. Hard onto the brakes into the hairpin. Get on with it. Hey, up, he's hitting me. Again, it's a 22B that I want, so if it's not already on the list, Chaz, and if I haven't already shown it in this episode, show the list again and pop a 22B on the thing, will you? Oh my god, where am I driving to here? I'm just going to make sure that the list is still up so you don't see that. I was completely in the air then, over the first corner curb. I just overdid it in turn 1. Went completely over the curb and up in the sky. I can never get that corner right, can I? Right, that CTR Yellowbird has started to get away, which is kind of annoying. So come back, please. That thing has got a lot of power, so it's going to be hard to catch up, really. But I think in the braking zones is where we catch the thing. Oversteer. It's sections like that are going to definitely... They're going to suit an RUF much more than a big yellow Subaru, aren't they? He's actually... Ooh, hello. Got away a little bit through that sector. The gap went up to just over 4 seconds. Let's see what it is as we cross the line now. I think it's more. 4.7. Losing battle. Oh, again, I've just turned in well too early. I've not gone off there. That's nice, isn't it? 5.2 seconds now. God, that thing is quick. Looks like we need further upgrades to Mustard, or, to be honest, we just need to get back into this race when the Yellowbird isn't here, because it's seemingly one of those AI where, you know, you get unlucky with what it spawns in a race, because we're absolutely annihilating the Subarus behind us. Yeah, that brought the gap down loads there, back to 4 seconds. It's just not going to be enough. Into the hairpin then for the final time, as late as a day on the brakes, just to gain whatever I can. And yeah, I've gone well too hot. Typical. That little thing is rapid up front. We'll have to try and come back to this one in a minute and hope that we don't get the same AI against us. 5.1 seconds the gap at the end. Is there a 22B? Yes, 22B from 1998. Well, it's on the list anyway now, we know that. And yeah, we'll have to move on, unfortunately, and go to the next race. We'll revisit this one. You still get $5 grand for second place, so I don't mind redoing that one for the sake of another few grand. The final one's at Deep Forest, so again, let's just hope that we can keep up this time and there isn't something like that Yellowbird in this race. There's only the Boxster, but we have the same range of Subaru Imprezas up against us this time, so we should be alright. 103 A-spec points, so the middle ground of the two races, or well, Jesus, Chaz, maths. It's the middle ground of the 3 races that we've done. And of course, we're on the Deep Forest reverse layout. I really like Deep Forest, really cool circuit. Might be difficult with the weight transfer, and it's... wow. I was going to say the weight transfer in this sort of car may not suit it. We're just going to go off-road around the outside of this guy. Sorry about that, mate. Don't hit the tunnel. Jesus. God, it's fast down there. Oh, there's a big wobble on the brakes there from the force feedback as well. Tuck in. Come on, turn, 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 turn. Don't turn. Jesus. Don't hit the 22B. I've hit the 22B. Don't hit it again. Oh, I've properly hit it. That's taken 100 grand off. Yeah, I'm having to force my way by here. We're definitely not as... We're definitely not at as much of a disadvantage this time round as we were in the previous race, but yeah, I don't think we're doing too badly. Go on, tuck in. Tried not to make contact. A little bit of a kiss there as we go up the hill, but that's fine. My god, I got even closer to the tunnel that time. Look at the speed here though, 100 miles an hour, 110, 15, 20, 25, 30. Really gripping the wheel as I get on the brakes there because the force feedback wants to rip my hands off. Like I've said, I've run this on 75% until we get to a lot of the faster events later on in the game and the race cars. That's when I'm going to turn it down to about 35% just so it's not trying to kill me. Whoa, speaking of trying to kill me, chill out, Mustard. Okay, 1 lap to go then. We're behind the Boxster, or what is effectively a Porsche Boxster. I think the longer gears of that Porsche might give it the advantage. But never mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Leaning on each other through turn 1. I'm going to try and take it slower around here this time because I keep nearly hitting the tunnel. There we go. And we're in the lead. Go. The force feedback is completely shaking my desk. It's brilliant. Oh, we've gone wide there. Nearly ended up in the next race. Track limits what? Oh my god. Yeah, I'd like Deep Forest, but I'm clearly not very good at it in reverse. Oh my god, the car was sideways in midair there. Jesus. God, we scraped to win there, didn't we? I don't know how I got away with that one. That was on the limit, that. Absolutely on the limit, but great fun all the same. Right, another $7.5 in the books then. Let's revisit Infineon, see whether we can just fluke it that the yellow bird doesn't turn up this time. And I mean, as we've seen before, the second time I take on a race, I tend to be a little bit quicker in it because I've already sort of seen what the car is like on that track and I know the little nuances of it. So, straight back into Infineon to finish out the episode. Okay, there's a CTR2 in here, which means it's going to be quick, but it's not the Yellowbird. I'm not sure what the performance difference is between the two of them. We've got the same other Imprezas about here. No 22B actually this time around. Instead, there's a Legacy B4 GT in here. 109 A-Spec points, so I think less than the other one. Fingers crossed, we'll see. Let's check out what Mustard can do, shall we? Can we complete this championship in this episode? Because I'm pretty sure that CTR2 is pretty much the same car, just with maybe a tiny tweak, less power. I really need second gear there. Feels like second gear is just going to be too short sometimes, but it's not always the case. Okay, everybody's just going off the circuit, are they? That's fine. Come on, we can't afford to get stuck behind you. We're going to fly down the inside on the brakes here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's a bad noise, isn't it? Come on, power. Alright, go chasing that pink thing there. 2.4 seconds is the starting gap. So let's just see how that develops, shall we? Hairpin, hairpin, hairpin. That felt good. That felt really good. I know that we're quicker than the AI into the hairpin and into the double apex right at the top of the circuit. So we need to try and use that to our advantage. What's the gap? Okay, still 2.4. Oh no, I need to sneeze. No. Jesus. I hope I turned that down in the video because that was loud. Oh, they're off. 2.2 seconds now. Come on. That's not helpful. Listen to that turbo kick in. It's so good. Look how much time we gain there on the brakes. So, so good. 1.7, so we're just taking 7/10 out. That's not going to be enough with 1 lap to go. We need to be a lot quicker. We're talking about a Porsche, basically, against a big yellow saloon that's been tuned by an idiot, and I'm here for it. Right, all or nothing final lap then, I guess. I'm scared. That gap is definitely down to power. Look at the speed of that thing. 1.6. Oh, he's off. He's gone off. This could be our chance. Seemingly lost nothing from that, though. He's off again. So are we. Is that how they're getting so much time on us? They're just cutting the circuit everywhere. Track limits don't matter to this guy. Oh, they nearly went off again there. He is off. He is properly off. And he's still off. We're going off. Oh my god. This is, again, one of the best chases we've had in any race in this playthrough. Where are they going? Track limits are of no issue to this person. Surely. Go on, go off again. I think they've overheated the tyres. Yep, they're off. Way off. Where on earth are you going? They're off. They're properly off. Come on. Come on, this is the one. On the right. Ah, no. Oh, I backed out of it. They're properly off again. This is nuts. Oh, I had my chance and I've blown it. I had my chance and I blew it, but that is fantastic entertainment. I don't know whether their tyres went off really quickly or what, but yeah. We've lost, but I enjoyed myself. 1.5 seconds to the RUF in the end. Jesus Christ, that was fun. And we're going to do that again in the next episode, of course. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Really hope you're enjoying the Boxer Spirit Challenge so far. We obviously have to complete this next time round, so I'll obviously start the episode in a way that you all know, and then we'll hopefully move on to a different series. But thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.